I'm sorry. I hate making history, but I love and hate everything. It seems I'm hating making history more and more and more, and I'm starting to actually enjoy making it. I'm gonna be bored no matter what I do. I'd rather just be in Japan making history by helping rebuild and do work. I always loved hard labor. I even did work on a trash truck and shit as a kid, messing with a lot of human shit. The shit they didn't care for anymore. I even gotta drive a backhoe. He was boom. I even got a sandboard, dirt board, whatever board down the slope at one of the. It wasn't really a landfill. It was just a big hill with a compactor. That compacted trash into a trailer. Which that was kind of fun place. Go out there with some skateboards one time. I think we went out there a few times. I can't remember. Don't really care. It was my past. I remember one time coming back from there. It was really cold, and I was sitting in the back of the truck just for the hell of it. Felt good. I had a short sleeve shirt. Oh, it was so cold and warm. Oops. But like now, I love the cold and I love the hot. I never cared about the temperature. Everything's the temperature of Earth. Never really cared. But me being me, I never really cared about nothing. Except for, well, let me think. What did I care about? I care about what I did back then, but men don't know what Jesus cared about. They don't know what he cared about, do they? No, because they did the opposite, and they did shit that didn't even re-elect with it. Being nice and kind to anyone and everyone, even the ones that killed me back then. I didn't try to resist, run, do nothing. I didn't care. I was like, you don't want me? Okay, I'm gonna be back later. See your descendants, whatever. Whoever's descendants and becomes some humans, might just choose. And I came when because of some events happening, I chose not to really do shit. I could have went to vocal in 8th grade, but I chose to go back to art so I could sleep. And I chose not to take any of them 9th grade and take extracurriculars so I could graduate a year early. But I chose to drop out after I had my second reason to hate math, numbers. I had my first reason, rounding. Second reason, learn Japanese numbers because the teacher got 2 plus 2 wrong. I even locked her out of the room once. And then I ended up getting switched to a different classroom after missing a lot of classes. I didn't come to first or fifth hour. I was like, fuck, I'm just gonna say fuck school, I don't care. It's fiction. All the sounds and meaning, even the ones of your ancestors, fiction. Because it's made up sounds to describe your ancestors. You don't know shit of the ancestors unless you know the underground of the soul. Then you may truly know the past. And trust me, you don't know shit of the past. You don't even know 10% of your own history. The history among men right now. Like all the murders and all blah 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 blah. History men. Just to let you know. And that's of your time history. Not all the history. Talking about you don't even know 1/millionth of the history of all Earth. Nah, that's just Earth. Talking about Earth existed way before men. That's a cold dark star among cold dark stars, not a hot star. A hot star was born, and the cold stars pulled in. Life. I love life. Well, all planets are alive. You said they are. You call it Mother Earth, humanity. Depending on what humans did, depending on what I chose to care for. And men don't care about their own seed, so I never care about interfering with men. Which I'm interfering with men and making my history right now. But I've been waiting for men to fuck with me or do something since 2010, January 3rd, 21 days before my 20th birthday. As my prophecy states, that I said at 6 some odd years old, that I was gonna die by men before 23. And I'm still waiting. I'm 21 waiting and can't wait to see what men's choose to do to interferes with my plan. I am me, myself, and I will be the here for the longest and I will count the twos. I hate to give the meanings easily, so. No, not really, no, he old. Why y'all do that anyways? Never mind. This is what I said with the reverse of the voice. With the reverse of the voice. With the reverse of the voice. Breathing in the voice. But why should I kill? Why should I even kill? Why should I even kill? Oh yeah, just to let you know how I learned English. From 3 to 7.5 because I used all the voices, learned all the voices without meaning of sound from 3 to 6, but from 6 to 7, well, I got my tongue cleared at a precise time. It was 6.66. 6 years, 6 months. Don't care. Well, I want to learn Japanese this way. Use a sound like Descoremos. Everybody is over 2,000 or 3,000 different voices with that sound and meaning alone. I'm so sorry. Yes, I learned English. Using every single voice with a sound and meaning. I hate English. I can't believe I cheated in spelling. It made me memorize most of the long words because I ended up writing them on. I wrote them on the desk with the eraser so I could use the light's reflection to read it. Which is funny to me. Because of doing that, I memorized the stroke patterns for the cursive writing. So I'm like, fuck. I remember long words and I can't spell short words. Because I never cared. I didn't care about remembering my past. But I still remember it. I can't just forgive and forget my past. I love my past. I love and hate everything. Let me think. I could have sued the U.S. And I should have sued the U.S. That was one thing I regret not doing. Suing the U.S. for everything they had. For all the land of the U.S. itself. For breaking the paper. Yeah. It is a flaw among men still to this day from the old days of the U.S. That's what's funny. I could have so sued them in a court of law and actually got away with suing them for all the U.S. Trust me, it would have been funny. Funny! But my mom said, no, you can't do that. I was like, okay, fuck you. I just didn't care about doing shit to interfere with men. And I just hated the fact that men called me retarded. And I just said, fuck it. Men called me retarded. Might as well take away my resource from men. Me, myself, and I. From men. By acting retarded. Not doing shit. Guessing on all my homework. Not caring about my homework. Until I got whooped in the ass with that one thing. Because I didn't want to study. Because I was just guessing and didn't care about spelling. But I was forced to learn English. I could have sued the U.S. for taking away my free will and 3 other fucking things. There was 4 things I could have sued them for in my past. I never cared. No fucking point. I hate the U.S. because of what they did to me, and that's why all this events happen. And trust me, the U.S. is the one that has a 15.6 earthquake. China has a 14.9.
And there's a lot of other earthquakes. Even Japan has a 8.7 something. Technically, probably be 8.9 is what it'll probably, you'll probably round it to, or whatever bullshit. 8.8, 8.9, something bullshit, whatever. Y'all do what y'all do. You look at machines and guesstimate. You look at machines and guesstimate what the reading says, or whatever bullshit. Whatever you do, it's just fiction. Sounds of meaning or sounds of meaning, and history's history. Oh, trust me, if you rebuild in Japan, let me go to Japan before you start rebuilding fully. I can show you technology where you can heat a lot of water, fuel a lot of housing, store a lot of men in an environment changed by men, because you are gods of earth that can truly hold a shitload of people and keep you protected from the fucking elements. I could truly show you a fucking spaceship to hold all mankind. Okay, this spaceship is 15 layers in the basic form. Just the 15th layer alone has 580 floors. All of them able to hold 6 million people within a 10 square cubic square of bullshit. And trust me, you can fit all humanity in that. And if you choose, you can choose to put whatever change environment in there you want. You can even change it to where you have a big opening in it where you can see things coming up and down from the balcony. Well, you can look down and see millions of balconies and shit. Talking about, I know technology beyond your wildest fucking dreams, humanity. I can show you warp fucking drive. I can show you multiple things that you would shit yourselves for. It's just the warp drive isn't really too good because it's mostly a weapon. Well, if you're stupid and you make it and you guess, oh, let's take a resource from space and send it through it. See what happens to it before we send something of our own. You send it through it, guess what? That becomes a bullet. Flying object, a bullet. What if it crashes into with a lot of power? And gravity is gravity. Gravity protects gravity. And trust me, if you send too big of an object through space fast enough, it might come back to bite you in the ass. Depends on the trajectory and what gravity's aware. Just like comets, meteors, bullshit decay. It's just decay, dude. It's decay flying through space, waiting to land on decay, which is a planet or some resource among space of time and space itself. Well, I got like 2 minutes left. Yep, 2 minutes. Anything, what should I say? I don't want to say nothing. I want to make this where it's not likable. If people don't like my stuff, they won't care about talking to me, and they won't care about fucking looking up to me. Because I hate being looked up to. It's the only thing I cared about was my dream from 3 to 6 years old. Because I didn't speak until 3 years old. I was too busy thinking. I'm like, y'all. Then from 3 to 6, I thought about nothing but how to create heaven on earth, using every single voice without caring for the meaning of the sound. Always be the most electric voice. Then pre-kindergarten came. Never spoke the first 2 days I was there. I just did what the teacher handed me. The first day the teacher asked me a question, I spoke with one voice. And I said, fuck it, I'm just going to use this voice because it's what she heard. I wonder what the kids are going to say. Well, we finally got a day where we could go play on the carpet and shit. I didn't really talk much. And people didn't talk to me. I was like 3 people that taught me. Now, one day, I just chose to open up. And the girls heard the sounds I was making and came over there listening. And all the kids circled around me and was laughing at me because I was making all these cute fucking sounds. And the teacher jumped to the conclusion I was fucking retarded. So I'm sorry you lost me because of a teacher. Peace out. You're the ones that chose to have the teacher in the teacher spot at the teacher time. I'm sorry I hated my first pre-kindergarten teacher. I remember the church where we had this little, well, it wasn't really a class. It was like 7, 8, 10 people. 10 kids, I mean. They're still people, though. Humans are humans. You call them whatever you want. You call them shit toads. Well, they all decay, so they all shit because they shit and make decay. Oh well. I hate humans and love humans. Peace out. I hope you enjoyed this video. Well, I hope you enjoyed my boring time making boring history.